Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. Here we have Dom on a spicy blue-black ninjas list versus Luke on a creation of his own, a glass cannon mill. And the stars will need to align for Luke. It is a complicated combo, but it can actually win on the first turn. We'll see if he can pull one of those off on camera. Retrofitter Foundry for Dom, and that can... For those unfamiliar with that card, there's a lot of text on it. It makes servos, thopters, or artifact constructs. And now we have Altar of the Brood for Luke, one of his combo pieces. From here, he's going to need a Heartless Summoning. And it looks like a main deck Tormod's Crypt. Heartless Summoning, along with a pair of Mere Retrievers. And that will allow for a infinite loop along with Altar of the Brood. This could happen any turn here. Wishclaw Talisman. Trying to follow what's happening here. Okay, so it is being cast. Brainstorm for Dom. Looking for a counter as Wishclaw can pull things together for Luke. This will be a card that does a lot more work in a casual setting than in a tournament setting. I'd be willing to bet that most of his peers would walk into the second use of Wishclaw Talisman, using it for themselves, and then handing it back to Luke, which would enable him to actually find the second piece of the combo. Tournament players not typically going to be tempted to use that Wishclaw Talisman unless it actually wins the game for them. I mean, that's certainly a reasonable use of the card, though I don't believe Dom's going to have anything that can really just straight up win the game. Changeling Outcast, this 1/1 Ninja Thopter servo. What else? Oh, here we go, Dark Ritual. What is this going to enable? Four mana, and he's going to use the Wishclaw. So 3 mana, floating. And we've got a Heartless Summoning. Does he have the double Mere Retriever? Does he have it? There's Mere Retriever 1. Alright, so this is going to die as a state-based effect. Oh, if Dom counters this, that would be freaking amazing. Brazen Borrower, going on an adventure, trying to bounce the Heartless Summoning. But I think Luke still has 2 mana, right? Oh, maybe just 1 mana? He had 4. He used Wishclaw and cast Heartless, so he'd have 1 mana. Alright, so Heartless Summoning in his hand. Looks like it went to the graveyard temporarily there. Thankfully, Petty Theft not an actual counterspell. Yeah, I don't think he had enough mana to recast it. Oh, and Dom using it. YOLO. Luke's going to have another go with his Wishclaw Talisman. And so far, no real shenanigans with the ninjas. Ponder for Dom. post-combat. Now, typically you're going to want to use Ponder pre-combat, possibly finding a ninja, which could generate even more card advantage. I would love to see Luke get a win with this deck. It is such a crazy contraption. He is trying to make it work. It will on occasion. It is not going to be the most consistent combo deck, but when it does win, it is hilarious. We've got a Thoughtseize, one of the stronger cards in the deck. As he was picking this up, I did try and steer him toward cards, if they were expensive, toward things that were like legitimately good in the format. We've got a Drown in the Loch stopping the Thoughtseize. No harm in a player building out a legacy collection, picking up, for example, Thoughtseizes. And now Wishclaw Talisman being used for the final time. If you do want to help Luke out on his quest for building a legacy deck, he has an elf deck that he's been working very hard on. He does need Allosaurus Shepherds for that. He has one so far. And community has shown him a lot of love. I'll put in the description here a link for you to be able to buy Luke a Jumpstart pack at a discounted rate. Give him a chance to get that Allosaurus Shepherd or something else fun in there. And Changeling Outcast. There's the Heartless Summoning. Meets with Force of Will. On Dom's side of the board, he does have his Ninja of the Hidden Ways, I believe it is, chipping in there now, drawing cards. And that is likely the turning point, perhaps of no return here. Card drawing engine online for the control deck. The combo deck has its key spell countered. And now it's just a question of if Dom can have more counter spells, then Luke can have must counters. And really, Heartless Summoning, completely essential here. Overgrown Tomb. And Luke now going to fire off a Surgical Extraction. And that will likely give him some insight into what else Dom has got going on. Dom's going to take this opportunity to get a free shuffle out of it. But he is likely just going to win this game from this point. But Luke can get some additional information and have an idea of what he should be looking to do to sideboard those post-board games. He may not need any of this graveyard hate. That's something that he has in there as a hedge against Emrakul. Traditionally, Painter Grindstone decks have had a singleton Tormod's Crypt in the main to deal with the potential of Eldrazi. You don't really want too many of them. And Force of Will's getting surgically extracted. Oh, he's got another Heartless Summoning. And he knows what's in Dom's hand. I believe we got to see Dom's hand. I don't recall it, but Surgical Extraction does get to show you your opponent's hand. So Daze stops that Heartless Summoning. And now Retrofitter Foundry. I guess that was Brazen Borrower coming off of the adventure there. Looks like that's now part of the board presence, and Dom should be taking this one down in the next couple of turns. 6 damage clock. I'm actually surprised to see that second Heartless summoning, though we also need to see that other Mirror Retriever. A lot does need to come together for this deck when you're facing opposition. Probably missed some triggers from Altar of the Brood, if I had to guess. It is potentially relevant. I mean, it is relevant, keeping the board state correct. Whether or not it would determine a winner or loser. I mean, probably not. Generally, you're only going to be winning or losing based off of completely milling your opponent out. And that is going to do it as Yuriko pushes through that extra damage, and we're on to the next game. A little bit of a glimmer of hope there for a bit. Alright, Luke will have the play, and he is mulling. Leading out with a Swamp into Altar of the Brood. So 1 combo beast so far, 3 more needed. Oh, Force of Negation pitching Force of Will. Wow, a couple of high value cards right off the bat for Dom. And Force of Negation does exile that card. Of note, as Mirror Retriever is actually pretty decent at returning it from the graveyard to the battlefield. A Thoughtseize, and that is going to be very rough versus a hand that has already had a spell countered and a mulligan. Another Altar goes to the graveyard, and now Ornithopter comes down, potentially enabling some shenanigans, but actually just drawing a Fatal Push. And now Changeling Outcast, the better enabler, has much stronger synergy with the other ninjas in the deck. Also can't be blocked easily, so Luke with just 1 card in hand, it's a Fatal Push, and it is likely to kill this Changeling Outcast. Oh, another Changeling Outcast joins the fray. Dom down to just 1 card, and this game's a little bit of a train wreck here. Luke needs to draw into a couple of Mirror Retrievers. Wishclaw Talisman. Oh, this is some fun. Dom thinking about it. What's he going to do here? Fetching? Perhaps he has to brainstorm in response. Wouldn't be terrible. You'd get the shuffle effect of the Wishclaw if you use it during your own upkeep. And Force of Negation, stopping that one as well. Again, Wishclaw Talisman artifact, so you've got some synergy there with the Mirror Retriever in terms of bringing it back. Couple of damage coming across. This is not what you expect when you tune in for Legacy Magic. We've got a couple of 1/1 Changeling Outcasts attacking. 1 card left in hand for Dom is a Brazen Borrower, which gets cast in response to a Thoughtseize, and now 5 damage coming in, and this is a much more legitimate clock. 5 damage at a clip does close the door before Changeling Outcast is taken down with Fatal Push. Before Luke can potentially get the combo together, he needs to draw 3 cards. I don't know that he's got the turns to do it now. Fatal Push, buying some more time. Okay, that's going to give him some more turns. But this Brazen Borrower continuing to take away 3 life at a time. He's got an Overgrown Tomb and a Thoughtseize. And that is going to do it as Brazen Borrower proves to set too much of a clock for the combo deck to draw out of. Again, link in the description if you want to help Luke out with his elf deck. He's got a Gaia's Cradle in there and a Allosaurus Shepherd. And that is his first legacy deck. This is his second one. So if you do want to help him out, show some love. He is our youngest player, and he is well on his way to winning his first legacy tournament coming down the line. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.